regional final, top 5 matchup. You pull off a reverse sweep. Yep. What exactly are you feeling right
now? Shock, disbelief, gratitude. We said in the locker. I said in the locker room, and I think we all shared the same sentiment that like, may God's name be great. And I think it's a testament to who He is in our lives that we can do something like that, because on our own, our identity gets tied to the scoreboard or to the performance, and we weren't playing well. Whitewater just took it to us, and because He is so alive and so present, I think these guys are able to just like let go of mistakes and play with freedom and joy. And I think that character of our team showed, especially in the third set. Just to be able to do that again, just to God be the glory. May His name be great. It's the only thing that I keep thinking.
Yeah. So what switched mentality-wise? This is open for the players. So those 2 sets didn't go your way. Obviously, coming off of a 5-set battle last night. Then in that 3rd set, you just refused to lose. You were against match points multiple times, and you somehow win a ridiculous 30-28 score. Then you go to a 4th set. You win that in epic fashion. Then you win the 5th set. So what exactly was the experience like today?
I think honestly, like in the huddle after maybe the 2nd set, we were just like, do what we know we can do best, and that is just like play with joy and just like love each other, because the way we were playing in the first 2 sets, like emotionally and like mentally, it wasn't who we wanted to be. And so I think that's what flipped the switch. It was still so hard anyway, like physically, but just like knowing that we could rely on our teammates through that was like amazing. Like just looking at each other with like smiles on our faces and being like, we're down 6 or whatever the scores were, and being like, it's okay, we got this still.
Yeah, and I think Coach kind of brought it up, but if our identity was in winning or losing, we would not have been able to pull out that 3rd set. But the fact that we were like, you know what, volleyball is temporary. God is why we play in the first place. And so win or lose, like our testimony is to play with joy and to play free. And so with that mentality, we were able to just play with no fear at all and just play free. So that's good.
So Coach, Marilyn Troy, the libero,
Yeah.
is all over the place for you guys. What does she mean to this team? How fantastic was she today?
Yeah, Marilyn's a special player, and there's only one Marilyn on our team. We all know that. Like, she is the most competitive, driven, fiery kid on our team, and led our pregame devotion and just talked. I mean, she was ready. You could tell she was ready to get after it, and so we just appreciate all that she brings to our program, and just how much she sacrifices her body out there, and just. Again, really a player who, as a young player, was in her head a lot maybe, but as now she's grown and is a senior, a 5th-year senior in our program, you can see her leading out there and doing a good job in the tough points, and yeah, she was awesome tonight.
This question for the players, Abby, you can start, then Kiera. What did the fan support mean to you tonight? Just seeing so many students and parents, and felt like the Erickson Center after a big point would go down, and have to imagine that gave you some inspiration. To make that comeback. What did that mean to you, just seeing so many Northwestern supporters down here in Mount Vernon?
So much. I think it's just special that they like made the trip down here, 4.5 hours, some more than that. And like we had a battle last night of 5 sets, and so another 5 sets tonight, like we're tired. Like just having that energy that like they can give us too is just, it's so fun. And like thankful that my family can be here, and like everyone's parents were able to come. So yeah, I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, even at the start of the game when they introduced the Northwestern Eagles, we could literally hear the crowd like roar, and I like felt the vibration, and it just, I know, it gave me so much confidence and just like the love that UNW has for us. It was so cool. Yeah.
Coach Wilmeth, your team is going back to the NCAA Elite Eight here for a 2nd consecutive year, your 3rd time here at Northwestern. What have those first 2 times that you've been there kind of taught you, and how are you going to approach these next couple of weeks? And your mind has even started to go there here in the last 10-15 minutes here.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. It is nice this year that we have a week off. That normally we're booking flights and getting on a bus or somewhere on Monday, but to have that extra week I think will be really good, because we are a little beat up after this regional. So it'll be good for us to just reset, and looking at the field of 16. I mean, I don't know who's coming out of all the different regionals, but it's really going to be 8 fabulous teams, and we know it's going to be really, really tough.
So one final question for all 3 of you. So last year you got to host. This year on the road, what was the difference like in winning a regional on the road this year?
I think it's definitely different. We don't get to sleep in our own beds. Our schedule is very different. It was kind of nice because I felt like we didn't have to worry about being in two places at once, because I feel like when we hosted, some people had school and stuff. So it's just a different environment, but it was really special to be able to spend time like in the hotels with the team. But yeah, we definitely had to adapt. So.
And I would just add, we're really grateful for the Cornell staff
Yes.
and everything that you guys have done to put on these 3 or 4 days. I feel like we've been here for longer than that. But we just really appreciate it. And a lot of times you see when the host team loses, you see like a drop off a little bit, and there's still that engagement. And we saw the Cornell girls behind our bench, and Jeff here, and we just really appreciate everything that has been done here. And also want to just congratulate Whitewater on an incredible season. I mean, they beat Oshkosh on Saturday, who was undefeated, and they're just playing great volleyball. And they're a well coached, very balanced team. I want to congratulate them too. They did a great job.
Well, congratulations to you three on continuing to dance.